My biggest reading plan for 2026 is reading soap opera novels, or novels that I see as soapy, soap opera, primetime soap opera novels. Here's my massive list that I plan to read, some of them, if not all of them, in 2026. Caraval, the selection series. I heard lots of drama, lots of mess. Bachelor meets, I guess, a beauty pageant meets Hunger Games. Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Reaper of Souls and Master of Souls. Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. Lore of the Wilds by Analeigh Sbrana. Daughters of Henri by Reni Amayo. I need to get the sequel to this. The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. The Merciless Ones and Eternal Ones. Bling by Erica Kennedy. It was juicy. It's like music industry stuff. It feels like Empire before Empire, and even juicier than Empire. Chances and the Santangelo Saga by Jackie Collins. Wurthering Heights by Emily Brontë. I got Son of the Storm by Akwaeke Emezi. Our Vicious Oaths, another romantasy by Davenport. Blood Like Magic and Blood Like Fate by Liselle Sambury. Although I have read these before, it definitely gives me soap opera vibes, like or at least like a really good prestige drama, family drama. Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. Beasts of Ruin and Beasts of War. Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I heard it's like British Gossip Girl, and I love me some Gossip Girl. Actually, Gossip Girl should be on this list. I have The Tales of Fairy by Anne Delavue. A Tale of Ashes, A Tale of Frost, A Tale of Storms. Anne Rice, The Witching Hour. With the thickness of this book, it's got to be given soapy. And then I heard Anne Rice writes a compelling story. Like, come on. It's gotta be juicy up in here. Son of the Storm and Warrior of the Wind by Sui Davies Okongboa. Blood Debts and Blood Justice by Terry J. Benton Walker. I read Blood Debts already. It feels like a soap opera. It feels very much in the vein of something like Chilling Adventures of Sbrana, of like Vampire Diaries. The Captive Prince by C.S. Pascat. Air by Saba Tahir. The entire Thug series by Wahida Clark. Baby, I love this series. It is fast paced. Just these little few pages, soapy. And it is just, it sucks you in. It's a lot of drama. And then the follow up was even just like, it just got even deeper and more entrenched. Oh gosh, it was good. And I'm just so mad that I never got around to the rest of the series yet. Thug Matrimony, Thug Lovin', Justify My Thug, and Honor Thy Thug. Life, Love, and Loneliness by Crystal Lacey Winslow. And baby, this was a soap opera, for real. A lot of shit went down in this. I barely remember what the hell happened, but baby, all I remember is it left me feeling good. It left me with good feelings. Like, it left me with, like, bitch, a lot of, like, drama, bitch. Life, Love, and Loneliness, The Crisscross, and Sex, Sin, and Brooklyn. The Witchery by S. Isabel and Shadow Coven by S. Isabel. These definitely feel like a primetime soap opera, like a teen drama. The entire Ennead series all the way up to where it currently is at volume 6. It is the 9 gods of Egypt. It's a boys' love story. It's gods and it's boys' love. It's gonna be drama, romantic. It's gonna be scandalous. It's gonna be messy. Basically, Ennead is yaoi. And it's also very mature. Witches Steeped in Gold and Empress Crowned in Red by Sianon Smart. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. It's got different point of view characters. It just sounds like it's going to be very soapy, soap opera-y. I know people have said that like the second book was disappointing and the last book was disappointing. I'm going to binge it and I'll give my determination on how good I think it is or bad. Feybound by Sarah El Arafi. Feybound and Cursebound. The Final Strife by Sarah El Arifi. The Battle Drum and The Ending Fire. The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter and The Fires of Vengeance. House of Marion by JL and its sequel Shadows of Pearl. Vicious Bonds, Wicked Ties, and Lethal Souls by Shanora Williams. A Song of Wraiths and Ruins and A Psalm of Storms and Silence. I have a feeling soap opera novel. And I think there's like alternate POV chapters. Oh yeah, baby, she's a soap opera. A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. Given by Nandy Taylor. Blood Scion by Deborah Fillet. I know there was gonna be a sequel to this, but it seems like it got canceled. I'm assuming Blood Sign may not have sold as much as it was supposed to sell. I don't know, girl. I'm gonna read it. So Let Them Burn and This Ends in Embers by Camille Cole. Blood at the Root and Bones at the Crossroads by Ladarian Williams. Definitely soap opera novel vibes. The story itself, it just feels like it's supposed to be a teen drama, a teen primetime drama. Legend Born by Tracy Dion. This also feels like a primetime drama, like a primetime, I guess, teen drama, I guess we could say, or at least a primetime, like, young adult drama. I have Bloodmarked and I have Oathbound, and it gets thicker, so I know it's getting juicier and more dramatic. I need to know what else happens in this book, in this series. Like, I need to know what happens, and I heard there's like 2 more books after Oathbound, so I'm just like, girl, let me get in. Snow Like Ashes, Ice Like Fire, and Frost Like Night by Sarah Rash. Blood, Flesh, and Magic by Viana Onyomo. The Aurora Circus by Viana Onyomo. A Taste of Gold and Iron by Alexandra Rowland. Although this isn't my male reading plans for the year, it feels like it's gonna be soapy. It's thick. It's giving romantasy. Heart Song by TJ Klune. Raven Song and Wolf Song. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I don't know if it's just like, I don't know if it's actual wolves, or if it's like werewolves, or it's just like a kind of Omegaverse kind of thing. I don't know, girl. It feels like it's gonna be a lot of drama. Community drama, family drama, romantic drama. Scarlet Odyssey by C.T. Urwizi. House of Gold by C.T. Urwizi. With a name like House of Gold and this thickness, you gotta get a little soapy on me. Zodiac Academy by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I heard it's very dramatic, and it's what, like, well, it's the Zodiac, so it's like 12 books, but I heard it's very juicy, a lot's going on. My Kind of Carrying On. Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dust by Elizabeth Lim. Mulan meets Project Runway. Iron Widow and Heavenly Tyrant by Ziran J. Zhao. This one's a shot in the dark. I know it's been compared to Pacific Rim. I just have a good feeling that it's gonna get real soapy and juicy, action-packed, but also it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be gagged a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The Famous Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Star Daughter, Divining the Leaves, and The Dream Runners by Shweta Thakrar. From people's reviews and how they talk about the City of Brass, the Kingdom of Copper, and the Empire of Gold, it sounds very juicy, very soapy. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I heard it is magical eugenics, but also, baby, I already got the book and I'm gonna read it. We'll see what it's giving. Upon a Burning Throne by Ashok K. Banker. The thickness of this, I think it's taking a lot of its inspiration from Indian mythology. So I know it's gotta be soapy. It's gotta be epic and soapy. The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. I heard that it's not as entertaining. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm hoping it is. But the premise sounds like it's gonna be epically soapy, epically drama. The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I have been wanting to read this for so long. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Yeah, I'm gonna get into some Fourth Wing because it's the way how everybody talks about it. It sounds like it's a soap opera novel. Epic soapiness. This Woven Kingdom, The Infinite Threads, The Twisted Glory, and Every Spiral of Fate by Tahara Mafi. Tahara Mafi is best known for the Shatter Me series, and from how people talk about that sounds like a soap opera novel. And this is her, from my understanding, her first romantasy. I'm expecting soapiness. I'm expecting soap opera novel. I'm gonna temper my expectations. Another Stephanie Garber series, Once Upon a Broken Heart, A Curse for True Love, and The Ballad of Never After. Goddess Crown by Shade or Sade Lapite. I believe this is the first in a series. It's 200-something pages, but being the start of a series, I assume this is gonna get juicy. Birth of a Dynasty by Chinaza Badu. I just found out about this. I read the synopsis. The synopsis had me gagged by how much drama was going on just in the synopsis. So imagine in these few pages what's gonna go on. Dawn at Bang Bang Books. I might be getting the name wrong. She said it was just a lot of drama, a lot of action, it's just very entertaining, very fast-paced, and it's the start of a series. Baby, this is about to be my favorite soap opera. next to Beyond the Gates, okay? A Darker Shade of Magic series. A Darker Shade of Magic, a Gathering of Shadows, and A Conjuring of Light. This legendary girl, Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. From how people have described it, this sounds like X-Men, but in prose, just as dramatic and soapy as X-Men is. Infinity Sun, well, the Infinity Saga or the Infinity series by Adam Silvera. Infinity Sun, Infinity Reaper, and Infinity Kings. Demon's Dream and Unexpected Love by L. Kaysen. With this thickness and with how people talk about it, it's a lot of drama. And then also, it has POV chapters. A soap opera novel, if I ever seen one in my life. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Yeah. The Drew Collins series by Granger. The Secret World of Maggie Gray. The First Family. When the Wolf Loves the Moon. And The Mortal Affairs. The way people talk about it, it sounds very soapy. And then this thickness, it is very soapy. I read the first few pages. It was very compelling reading. I have the entire Wicked and the Divine compendium. It is what gods being reincarnated and living 2 years of their lives or something like that. The idea of the gods coming down and this epic modern kind of story. I know it's going to be soapy. And this is like a kind of urban fantasy situation. This big, heavy bitch is Lore Olympus. All, what is it? Nine volumes? Oh my gosh, these bitches are, like, real talk. These bitches are heavy. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, I got them all in hardcover. I mean, I'm not gonna be reading all of them all at the same time, but like one at a time. But bitch, holding all of them is heavy. This is definitely gonna be soap opera novelty to me. I love the idea of taking, I guess, is it Roman or Greek mythology and kind of modernizing it in this fantasy way. It just looks very soapy from the few panels I've read of it or heard of it. And that is everything. It's a lot. I can't count this. This got to be at least 100 books that I would have to read for soap opera novels. But baby, that's my 2026 soap opera novel plans. Period.